What's up guys, leftstickrightstick here again, and we are here with another impressions video. We're doing the Monster Hunter World beta coverage for the impressions, and it was live between the 8th of December and 12th of December. This is probably going to come to you a bit late, after the beta's ended, but there really wasn't much time during the beta. And in the beta, as you can see, we got to customize our own character. There's not that many customization options available. I guess that really comes on later in the outfits and the weaponry. And sort of in the beta, we got three sort of varying difficulties to play with three different monsters to hunt. So those who are new to the whole Monster Hunter game, it's sort of like a hunter-gatherer type game. You're questing, you're like gathering items, and then you sort of follow a quest. You have to hunt down certain monsters and kill them essentially. And there's a whole multiplayer aspect to it as well. Basically, the whole game revolves around you sort of killing, defeating certain monsters, taking their ingredients, and then making new equipment like outfits and weaponry with them. So that's sort of how the game mostly progresses and stuff. And as you can see, the beta provides loads of weaponry as well, and like a range of outfits just for you to have a go in this, just to test it out, try it out. And you also have a companion, a palico, which sort of helps you in battles, like cat-like thing. That can also be customized as well. So that's that's customizability, in terms of your characters and stuff. It's quite nice. And we'll go on to the three monsters, the three quests that we got to play in the beta. We got to play the Great Devourer. That's the Great Jargus monster. The Wildspire Rampage quest, which is like the Baroth. I don't know if I'm pronouncing these properly, monsters, and then the Ancient Forest Menace, which was like the expert difficulty, was like you're trying to hunt the Anjanath. There's vast maps, multi-layered maps and stuff that you have to sort of follow hints around. You're meant to be tracking it, sort of thing. It's not just I'm going in to fight a monster. You're meant to like track it, see the footprints and everything. You can collect materials and ingredients along the way, just like shrubbery. You can defeat like other monsters along the way to get just to get that extra raw ingredient, like their meat or whatnot. And then basically there's a lot of wandering around, which I guess a lot of players would actually do to like sort of grind, I guess, really, to collect ingredients and materials. In the beta we were limited to 20 minutes in each quest, but apparently it's normally around 15 minutes. It's a really time intensive game, this. But there's also a multiplayer aspect as well. It's quite a collaborative game, as far as I know. A lot of the other players that I know before, they sort of play in groups. They have to like form a guild or not, and the group they go in and fight. They each have their own roles in fighting the monster at the task. Especially the more difficult it becomes, the harder it is just for you to go solo and alone. So it is quite a sort of a multiplayer social sort of game. And the whole game, your character really has set sort of stats. You don't really improve your character in the whole Monster Hunter series. It's more about creating new weaponry, creating new outfits, and sort of just increasing your weapon stats. And all the weapons have got a lot of different effects and stuff. And pretty much I would say pretty much the most of the game, especially the more you progress and the more time you're going to spend preparing for the hunt than the actual hunt itself. So there might be like you have a 15-minute time limit, but then you're probably spending like an hour before that just making sure you've optimized your equipment for it. You've got the right sort of helmet, you've got the right weaponry, you've mastered your weaponry. There was a whole training mode as well. You can test out your combos and everything, so so that you can actually use your weapon proficiently. One thing that it does get a little getting used to is sort of when you're attacking, doing combos and stuff. You have to press it. In the training mode, it'll tell you all the combos and everything. But the point is that the timing of you have to time your button presses properly. It's sort of at the end of the animation, then you press it. You can't just like spam the combo sequence and that's it. You gotta time it right as well, and so that makes it a bit more dynamic, I guess, and a bit more challenging to master. But it's pretty from even from playing the beta, you can tell it's sort of preparation is very key to the whole Monster Hunter game. It's not just rushing in there, Leroy Jenkins is gonna just smash and everything. You can totally do that in the lower levels, and you know, you can see I'm not very great at this game, but you know, you really need to work in a strategy, which is sort of pretty much the lure of the whole Monster Hunter franchise. Is sort of the whole sort of the multiplayer element, strategizing and sort of getting prepared, you know, making sure you've got a sort of huge sense of achievement, because they are quite difficult, and there's you know, real grind this game, but sometimes it's just that grind is just worth it. And in the whole beta, we got some rewards, we got face paint rewards, and we got, depending if you could complete each of the difficulty quests, like, you know, the sort of the intermediate, the hard, and the expert quest, then you get different sort of items as well for the actual game when it comes out. So like potions and traps and stuff, that will be very useful. Otherwise, it's just like you know, your face paint sort of customization, your guy. You know, the graphics, you know, all the monsters look really amazing. Some of the graphics kind of, you know, you would have expected, you know, in this day and age, sometimes, you know, when you're maybe like trying to mine something, or like, you know, like when you're mining a monster, like chopping off meat of a monster, you know, you won't be like, your character won't be right in the middle of the monster and just somehow, you know, those are sort of minor things that sort of get to me. I think in this day and age it would be nice if, you know, that isn't allowed to happen, sort of thing. But I am quite excited for Monster Hunter World, but the only thing that, you know, puts me off getting it is sort of the time intensiveness of this game. I mean, because I've known people who played, you know, the previous Monster Hunter series in Japan and whatnot, and yeah, it's a really intensive game. You're sitting there playing it for ages, sort of thing. It's a huge grind, but there is a great sense of achievement, and also it's just great sort of working out strategies with your friends. You know, assign roles to certain people and your friends, and you take down this monster, this really difficult monster. It does feel great. It's just, man, that's taking a lot of time playing this game. So those are my thoughts on Monster Hunter World Beta. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this impressions video, and you know, if we get enough likes, maybe I might get it and we might do some videos on it. But the time intensity is really something to really keep in mind when you get in this game. But it is definitely well worth it for those people who put the time in. It's a really fun game, just if you have the time, really. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and don't forget to stick around with leftstickrightstick. Click that like button if you enjoyed this video, and we've got some more amazing content for you. We've got a little bit of planet streams on the way, etc. Loads for you to see. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.